I have walked through fire. I've stepped on glass. Seems like I've done this for 20 years, people. 20 years. But I'm still here. I'm on YouTube hustling. I'm reselling. I'm making money. I'm going out there doing my thing, right? And that's what all it takes, guys. You just got to go out there and make it happen. So let's jump in tonight's show. We're going to be talking about, full-time selling. We're going to be talking about a lot of different things here. Let's see if this works here before my computer shuts down. Let me pause this, and then we'll continue on here. Every time coming on YouTube, it's always a new experience, that's for sure. But yeah, I wanted to jump on here tonight to talk to you guys about, oh gosh, laggy.
I have walked through.
Oh, geez, there we go. Sorry, always an issue. All right, yeah. So I want to join here tonight, do a live show. I haven't done one in a while, and I want to talk about just a bunch of different stuff, but reselling. I also want to motivate you. I want to just be clear and open with a lot of you guys that are out there. So if you have questions, I'll see them for sure. And then we're gonna get in the show, guys. I'm excited. I mean, I'm drinking a Corona. It's here in Arizona. It's about 75 degrees right now. Really nice out. The wife went out with Anthony, and they went to go see Batman vs Superman. I was kind of bummed because I wanted to go, but I'm like, oh man, I was just so busy, and I was listing and doing all this other craziness. But maybe I'll check it out another day. My daughter, she's in Illinois. I got a video coming out pretty soon about how she got to Illinois, which is pretty cool. And there'll be an app I'm talking about, Macari, but we'll talk about that later. That's for sure. Howdy from Colorado Springs. Hey, what's happening? Appreciate you joining, Alan Daniels. But yeah, so first off, guys, the title here, all you need is drive to make reselling full-time. I mean, really, all you got to do is just drive. Now, if you have a job right now and you're listening or you're listening on the replay, you're going, okay, I really want to be full-time. I'm tired of my job. I'm tired of dealing with my boss. And, I really want to put this world in my own hands. I want to go out there and have this income stream and really take advantage of it, right? Because when you're working a full-time job, you have responsibilities, right? And you have, limited time to go out there and resell. It's more part-time, and there's nothing wrong about being part-time as a seller, right? Everybody's got to start somewhere, but what does it really take? And all I can do is tell you exactly like what I do, and I've done this since day one, since I've been on YouTube. My God, going on 6-7 years here, and we're gonna be talking a lot about what I've done, maybe how you can get there, how you can speed up your learning curve, stuff like that. And then we're going to get into some stuff that's people are just not going to like it. People are going to turn off. People are going to get upset. People are going to thumbs down. And at the end of the day, I've got pretty good thick skin here on YouTube. And if you guys have been watching my videos, you see it. It's crazy. People just thumbing it down. It's like, whatever, man. I can tell people, hey, there's a rock over here on 3rd Street. All you got to do is walk over by the rock, move the rock, and there's 10 grand, 50 dislikes. Cool, yeah, F this guy, right? So, but what does it really take to be a full-time reseller? For me, there was no choice. It was just thrown in the mix, honestly. And I went from a company that I owned, 4 or 5 employees. We did over $2-3 million our first year. And I got thrown out of my own company. There's no hiding that. So I really got tossed in the mix there. And then I started realizing, man, when you're not on the system or on the nipple, like people say, right, and you're getting your weekly paycheck or biweekly, when you're out there by yourself and you're trying to make ends meet, it's hard, man. It is difficult. And I had to learn that the hard way. I just do my thing. I had to make money. I had to pay the bills, the rent. At that time, there was the mortgage, car payments. I think you had 2 cars at the time. So car payments, mortgage, Madeline, she was on Similac. I remember that. And that was like $60 every 3 days, so it was crazy. Yeah, where's that rocket again? It's over on 3rd Street. Trust me, just go by 3rd Street. There's $10,000 over there. And underneath there's like a little golden coin. And then there's another arrow pointing you in the other direction. So, no. But yeah, Matthew Allen just joking around. But that's the thing, we live in such a transparent world, but the funny thing is that there's all different types of people in this world, from people that are just, let's just face it, idiots, morons, tools, right? Then there's great down-to-earth people that you'd want to invite in your home, people you want to have a drink with, people that you want to help. And I've seen all types of people, guys. I mean, come on, I'm almost 40 years old. I'll be 40 in June. So I've been around the block, and nothing surprises me anymore with people. It's difficult. And this is coming from somebody right now where, I'm trying to look for people that I can hire full time, and it's very difficult, Anyway, off subject there, but the full time aspect of it was, I was throwing this mix, so I had to get my butt in gear. And trust me, my first 30 days, I think it was 90 days, was treacherous. I mean, I remember selling things on eBay and doing local flips, running and just paying like my electric bill so it didn't get shut off, right? And then it was like, oh my God, is there any money left over for like some Milwaukee's Best or Old Style? Because you're busting your ass so hard, and just the struggle of all that. And all I could say is this: is that from that time period, right, from me going and listing things and selling things and all this up until now, it's a lot easier. It really is. I wouldn't say it's as much of a struggle, because I've got more things planted, right? I've got gardens everywhere, people, right? Gardens. There's vegetables over here. We're going to do some cucumbers over here. And these things have been doing this for years. So I spent time and I focused my energies on a lot of these things, which are eBays, the Etsy's, the Amazons, my own e-commerce sites, and then moving from Chicago to here, it was an eye-opener, because I missed my whole local game. I had no local game. I had to come out here and figure out what do people want out here, right? What do people want? Like gold chains? What do they want? Nike Air Jordans? What do they need? They just need basics. They need a bed. They need a dresser. So I do struggle. I mean, at the end of the day, my channel here isn't built to say, look at me, I'm just showcasing it. Here's a Rolex here. Here's the Ferrari over here. We're living high off the hog. We're eating steak every night. $200 bottles of wine. No, man. We are a very frugal family, and we are, we live within our means. And I think that's very important. I'm going to be talking about that here tonight, just living in your means. And, it was an eye opener for us when we got thrown into this mix, right? Now, keep in mind, Kim was back in school. Well, she really didn't go back to school at that point in time. She was just really raising her kids. And then, I think 4 years she was out there just raising our kids. She wasn't bringing a dollar in. And then, as we developed the reselling game, this is that. Now she's a full-blown teacher, which is great. That money helps. It helps support the family, helps take some of the burden off me with some of the reselling. But at the end of the day, it's just a combined effort to make a family work, and I love my family. There's nothing more important to me than my family at the end of the day. And it's just, it's just to realize you wake up one day and you look around and you say to yourself, it's been 10 years. 10 years since I've had a boss. Since I've had anybody tell me what to do besides my wife, or even my kids. Think about that. It's nuts. It really is. It's just, but it took a long time to get there. And I guess what I'm saying to you is that, how did I get there? Just a lot of hard work and trial and error, right? This was the days of no YouTube, no Facebook groups, nothing, right? Other than going to flea markets and garage sales and going, man, that's cool, right? Let me check that out. But pre-smartphones, where you bought things on a whim and you're like, hey, did that work? No, it didn't. Or that sat forever. So that's so true right now. But the advantage a lot of you have out there right now is obviously the cell phones. You have the YouTube to some extent where you can watch videos, maybe learn from others. Then you have Facebook groups where you can get the immediate attention. Hey, I'm at the thrift store now. Hey, man, should I buy this? Maybe before you do that, look on your phone and say, hey, let me do my homework first. But then come in there in the Facebook group and say, hey, I found this, guys. What do you think? And people will answer you. In our Facebook group, the Resellers Roundtable, we're almost up to 8,000 people. So there's eyes on that website or that Facebook group all day. Some people choose not to answer some people. And that's just how life goes. Because if you're there just to say, listen, I don't want to do any work and I just want to be spoon-fed, nobody's going to spoon-feed you in that group. There's other groups for that. There's no doubt. Brendan says, what's your number one platform to sell on currently? My number one is Amazon. Number two is definitely eBay, and then it's getting close, guys. I mean, 3, 4, 5 is probably Mercari, Etsy, my website, right? And then I probably the place at higher local game is probably one of them. But I think adding all these to your big pot, and you want to have this big pot of stuff going on, and it's a win because every day something's happening. As long as you have inventory on there, as long as you have products that people want, things are going to move, right? So you could be successful in any of these platforms: Amazon, eBay, Etsy. Let's just scratch Bonanza off the list. I mean, I don't even know who sells in there, right? But Mercari, right? Etsy again, or develop your own e-commerce for niche products. Anything can be done. You just have to, as long as you put some time into it and you know what you're doing. They might say, well, Mike, I know what I'm doing, but I'm selling on Mercari. Well, you got to look at what you're selling then, right? I saw a comment the other day. Somebody said, hey, I haven't sold anything on Mercari. And I was like, oh, how many items do you have out there? 6. Okay, 6. 6 items. It's like, dude, it's just, you got to imagine like you're playing roulette, right? How many numbers are on the roulette freaking wheel? If you're only playing 6 numbers or 1 number, what are your chances of winning? Not very good, right? Unless you're strategic or lucky, you're like, hey, yeah, 17, right? But you got to have some numbers in the field. You got to have some troops on the ground, right? To see the impact. If you have no troops on the ground and you got 6 troops out there and you're getting ready to fight the Russians, you're gonna be saying, dude, we can't shoot anybody because we don't see anybody. You're not even irrelevant at that point. And there's nothing wrong with that because you got to start at some point somewhere, right? So back to the story, the person had 6 items, and we asked, hey, give us an example of one. He gave us an example, and it was like a coffee mug of all things. I'm like, oh God, you guys know I don't despise coffee mugs. I just think they're overrated, and I think they're difficult to sell unless you find the certain ones. But I said, well, what price you got going on? Oh, same as eBay. Same as eBay. That's what I heard. Same as eBay. Mercari's free. It's free. There's no fees. Get aggressive, right? What did you really pay for it? A quarter? Don't tell me you paid $6 for a coffee mug. If you guys on YouTube are buying coffee mugs for $3 and up, oh my God. I mean, unless they're killer scores, but I think that's just bad business. I think it's bad business. I just think it's one of those things where if you're starting to sell stuff in Mercari, you need to be aggressive and you want to win people over. You want to give people a deal. I'm not saying give away your stuff, but if you're trying to sell a Snoopy mug on eBay for $25 shipped and you're going to a platform like Mercari, let's put it this way. Nobody in Mercari cares about your Snoopy mug. Okay? Seriously. Some people might like it, heart it, and thumb it up, but nobody's going to buy it because they're going to be like, dude, we're hipsters. We're young people, right? That's just too much for a coffee mug because we probably can go to the thrift store and get it for a quarter, right? Let's cut the chase here. People on Mercari they're the young, hip people, right? And then there's some older people. I mean, I'm a shopper too. And there's always price points to everything, right? Whether you're selling video games, coffee mugs, and coffee mugs do sell Mercari, but you got to price it right. I'm not saying get rid of it like at a loss because you start tacking in shipping. You're at $6-7, right? And you paid a quarter. Do you really want to sell for 12? Well, how long do you want to hold on to it for? Is my question, right? Would you rather take $2-3 and put in your pocket now and move on? Why not? Because if you can learn the art of the fast flip, whether it's Amazon, I don't think I should have to describe fast flip to you guys, but let me just envision you real quick here. Fast flip. If you're sitting there going, all right, it's Amazon. I send something in and it sells immediately. Awesome, right? You get that gratification. This is amazing. This thing works. Well, that stuff works too on eBay. It works on Etsy. It works on Mercari. It works on local game. If you can start finding items like that, you're going to be putting more money in your pocket. And anybody who's realistically as a reseller, and they've been doing it for some time, will say, that's a no-brainer, dude. Yeah, I paid $3, and somebody's willing to give me $9 after fees right now. I'm in. Obviously, if the item's worth $9, maybe you thought it was worth $15, but you're willing to take $9 today. You're right, because it's all about today's money. I mean, I don't know if you guys have woken up and looking around the streets, right? Looking at all these stores closing, looking at how most of these people are homeless out here, right? Looking at everything. My God, you go to McDonald's isn't even a dollar menu anymore. A dollar menu anymore. It's 2 for $5. Right? So we gotta wake up and realize that money today is good, even though it's something you might not expect and say, oh, dude, well, I was really holding out to get 12 and somebody's willing to give you 9, take it. As long as there's room and profit in there for you. I'm not saying get rid of your stuff to make a quarter, right? I mean, this is no brainer shit, but you know, it's just one of those things, guys. You know, it's about money today and how to sell it today. And then also understand, you know, you need to have some of these fast flips. You need to have some of this long tail stuff. We're going to be talking about long tail here in a second, you know, with what's going on with Amazon. And everybody going, oh my God, I'm freaking crying. I'm going to lose my house. You know, I just bought 30,000 packages of Oreos and they won't take now. Oh my God, Susie's going to kill me. Right? But the moral of the story here, guys, just to sum up this first phase here, is that you just got to go out there and do a little trial and error. You've got to get aggressive. You got to start throwing price points out there, right? Because let me tell you this story right now, really quick, before I jump into phase 2 here. But T-shirts. You know, I started this channel talking about T-shirts. My first YouTube reselling video was me sitting there with long, crazy hair on this couch in Cary, Illinois. I turned to Cam. I said, we're doing YouTube. I said, no more Pearl Jam videos on from getting Global Voodoo. We're doing reselling. She looked at me, and I told my daughter, I don't know, God, she was probably, what, 6 at the time? Yeah, 6, 7. I said, just hold the camera, right? She holds the camera. She got the tripod going. And I'm whipping up T-shirts. I'm like, hey, guys, look at this. $20, $30, $10. Guys, the T-shirt game has changed, right? Don't get me wrong. You still make money selling T-shirts, but I've seen the market just go from completely wide open, me selling concert T-shirts, dude, for $300, $400. I mean, 1999 concert T-shirts, 2001 concert T-shirts for $40. Now, oh no, it's like anything. You get too many people in the room. Oh, I heard concert T-shirts. Oh my God, you mean to tell me I can go to the thrift store and get a T-shirt for a quarter and sell it on eBay for 30? And then there's there's people out there. They're selling for $4, $5 shipped, $6 shipped. I looked up one today. I forgot what it was. It was not Tool. What brand was it? 9 Inch Nails. I was blown away looking at listings for 9 Inch Nails T-shirts. My dude, really? You took all that time and effort to list that 9 Inch Nails shirt for $6 shipped? You know, $6 shipped, bro. Come on, man. I mean, I understand about fast flips and hustle, man, but you know, old Global Voodoo over here, we used to flip those for 30 back in the day. And back in the day, it was a couple years ago, people. Right? So there is competition. I'm not scared of competition. I mean, I like competition. That's what keeps me going, right? Because if my stuff doesn't sell, I got to say why. And then I see knuckleheads, right? If you follow me on Periscope, I talked about a pair of shoes. And I'm going to go in the whole story. You can probably check it out, or I can talk about it later. But the moral of the story is that things change, guys, right? And you got to understand how to sell things. So maybe these bread and butter things like me, I used to have, years ago, 6 years ago before YouTube, talking about T-shirts. They sell every day right now. I mean, these people are selling for $10, $15, $20, $30, $100. I sold another one today, guys, on Etsy for $300. Okay, yeah, it's vintage. I mean, I'm not going to sell a modern day Call of Duty T-shirt for $300. But that's the thing too. When you're finding these T-shirts, don't go, "Ooh, it's rare." It's a 2009 Call of Duty Black Ops 1 T-shirt. We're going for $75. We're going for the Ultimate Gamer, dude. Come on. That's when you got to put the pipe down. You got to put the pipe down and say, listen, man, that shirt's worth it's worth whatever somebody's willing to pay for it. So if it's $10 shipped or 15 or 20, work it, man. Work a system. Understand how the game works, right? Understand, can you fast flip this now in 30 days? If you can't, then if you know you can't, price it higher, man. Might as well take the bait. See if you can. It's fishing, bro. Come on, man, guys. You sit there, you fish, right? You get the reel out, get the pole. All right, we're throwing out freaking Rapalas now. Let's go. Go, Rapala, come on. Damn, no bites. No bites because the fish were looking at going, damn, that's the same Rapala that got freaking little Willie over there last week, right? I ain't falling for that one. So the fish are smarter now, right? They don't want to go after little Willie. Oh, shit. All right. They're not biting. You're throwing 4 or 5 casts out there. Now you're getting the worms out. Okay, let's see. They're going to bite worms? You throw a worm out there. Boom. Hit. You're snagging, right? You're in. You're like rolling this thing in. And you're like, dude, it's a sale. That's why I look at reselling. It's a sale, man. It's a freaking dude, it's a sell, it's a sale. It's like there's no bigger rush than flipping shit, guys. I mean, I love it. I love it. Just I love it, man. I love this lifestyle. I love everything about it. And that's why I come on YouTube to share about it. I know I haven't made a lot of live shows and stuff like that, and I've got a lot of videos coming out. I've just been really busy. I've got almost a new direction I'm going in my life, and just trying to figure things out. And time is not on my side. It is, but when I wake up, I'm like, oh my God, man, I should have $3 million in my bank account. I don't have $3 million in my bank account. Can I just get $1 million in my bank account? I don't even have that, right? I want a better life because, guys, I mean, you start looking on Facebook, friends are dying, Gary Shandling dies. I mean, everybody's dying off, and you're looking at going, dude, I'm not that far off. Shit, I can keel over tonight and die, right? So when you get that, like me right now, I've got this urge, this kick in the butt to just say, listen, I need to go and crush this. I need to make this happen. I need to, even though I feel right now like I am retired, moving out here to Arizona, I just feel like I don't have everything I wanted. I don't have the life I've wanted, I'm very happy with my life right now. I'm happy with Kim and the kids and everything we're doing. But honestly, it was like when I was 16, when I was 12 years old, saying to myself, man, when I'm 16, I'm getting myself a Mitsubishi 3000 GT. And I told myself, every night, I'm getting that 3000 GT. Got a job when I was 14. Started saving a little bit of money. But then, you start working, you start making money. Oh, dude, I got these new kicks, dude. Got to get the shoes going on. And by the time I turned 16, dude, I ended up with, my mom helped me buy this car, an 89 Chevy Cavalier. And that's when I realized I'm not getting the 3000 GT. I was okay with that. Right? I was okay. I was like, okay, I'm not getting the red Mitsubishi 3000 GT with leather. Better yet, it's an 89 Cavalier. And I made it happen. All right. And I guess what I'm saying is that I'm not trying to go and have the 9-car garage, Lamborghinis, Ferraris. That's not me, man. And if it is, if you saw me driving a Ferrari or Lamborghini, obviously it'd be an older model, but you'd say, dude, yeah, this guy's got way too much money. Because I'm really content with what I have, my white minivan and, some of the cars. But, at the end of the day, it's, you don't need all this stuff. You don't need it. It's all flash. It's like, okay, cool. I don't understand. I don't even understand the buyers that buy from me, honestly, when it comes to clothing. I'm just like, dude, why would you give me $85 for a pair of Converse on Amazon? Why? Convenience. I know. I mean, there's sneakerheads out there. There's people that like that stuff. And me at almost 40 years old, I don't even know what I even collect anymore. I looked around my house the other day. I'm like, dude, I got all these NES games in the box, sealed, complete in box. What am I doing with these? Dude, they're not going to come with me when I die. I may pass them down to my kids, but they're not doing anything, And I really looked at them like, what do I really need? I just need happiness. I just need a life of no drama, open skies, right? And maybe one day some property in Italy, outside Rome, right? Yeah, it's anyways, I was rambling on there with that. But yeah, I guess at the end of the day, guys, is that you just work for what you can do and live within your means, right? Whether you want to be minimalistic or you want to be a hoarder, right? I'm almost convinced at some point here, I am some kind of an e-hoarder. There's no doubt about it. If I can flip this camera around, man, I mean, you guys are probably like, oh, you can't see that now. I got boxes everywhere of stuff. And, I got so caught up in the buying and the money and the selling. And I'm like, dude, I'm crushing it. And now it's just, even with helpers, I mean, we can't knock out all these stuff, dude. It would take forever. So what do you do? Liquidate it? Or, I'm going through stuff. I got stuff coming up on the YouTube channel, probably later this year, a whole series of something, you know what, people are going to hate me for it. Cause I'm like, dude, this guy's a piece of shit, man. He's lying to people. He's coming up with some new course or going to be charging people for something. No, I'm not. It's going to be an issue I have, and I'm going to be facing it, and it's not pretty, but I'm in the transition now, and it's working out. So, yeah, you need some NES games, let me know, man. I got a bunch. Yeah, Javier, dude, I ain't driving the Rolls Royce. You could pick me. Somebody could drive me around the Rolls Royce. I'll tell you what, when I stayed in New York, I had a customer. This was back when I actually had a job, like, and had my own company. And I was selling robots. And, I sold a robot to a guy up in Westchester, New York, Marmara Granite and Stone. You can check it out for people that don't want to believe me. But he's got a robot in his facility for marble and granite. And I'll never forget just selling this guy. I mean, I'm in his face and, dude, you got to get a robot, man. They freaking work, dude. You can eliminate half your employees here. Look at the time saving here. Look at all you can do, blah, 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 blah. Yep, like here. Oop, just write me a check. And he was kind of like this mafioso figure, right? Really. And then when he wrote me the check, I said, all right, cool, man. This is amazing, dude. I'm holding a check for $400,000. I'm like, dude, that's like 80,000 commission for me. Awesome, right? I'm feeling like a baller, like a pimp. And I come back home and we cash a check and we're waiting for the install now. And I said, all right, dude, the install's in 90 days now. We're coming with this robot. He goes, okay, we'll pick you up at the airport. I said, no, I can get my own car. No. What hotel you staying at? I said, I don't know this place. No. Guy rolls up with a Rolls Royce, picks me up in. I'm staying at the Ritz-Carlton, right? And next thing you know, I'm having dinner with Bobby Flay. I mean, this is no bullshit, guys. And I'm just sitting there going, dude, what is this? And just hanging out with this guy. I mean, he was just like money, like John Gotti money, just throwing it around, dude, like it was nothing. And everybody respected him. He was the baller up there, man, Westchester. And that was at the time, 12, 14 years ago, maybe longer than that, when Westchester wasn't really hopping and popping. And now it's for any of you guys in New York, it's craziness. But, that's just the thing, What do you want to be? You want to be the ball? You want to go in the club and get Cristal for all your boys? Or do you just want to get Bud Lights in the backyard? All right. Obviously, the Bud Lights in the backyard are going to save you money, right? But it just depends what lifestyle you want, man. And anything's possible. You just got to really understand what you want to do with life and how this reselling business can get you there. That's it. All right. Imagine. Save your money. That's all it is. I mean, guys, I'm the captain of blowing money. I'm the king of blowing money. But I'm also, as somebody who's approaching 40, I'm also, in my eyes, somebody that's really good at saving money and pinching dollars. And either way it works, right? I know a lot of you guys are listening to me right now, maybe you're high rollers and, you only wear brand new Ralph Lauren or Dolce & Gabbana or brand new Air Jordans or whatever, whatever it is. But, there's some of us, that just walk around with, shorts. Right? Thrift store shorts, beat up t-shirts or stupid elbow shirts, So, you just got to find out really what works for you and your business and apply it every day and go out there and just put the effort into it. That's all you could do. There's really no secrets to it. It's just hard work and finding out what sells. Right. And then when you find out what sells, you try to find more of it. Try to adapt yourself more into getting more items listed on all these platforms. That's it. So, all right. So I want to talk about let's just talk about the Amazon rejects, because that's like the hot topic these days. People are scanning things, dude, and thinking life's great, dude. All I gotta do is whip out this freaking phone. Let me get my phone real quick, right? We're at the thrift store. Oh, wait, we're at the pawn shop. Let me scan this shit. Yeah, money. Like the Gordon Ramsay intro, right? Got money. And they're just freaking out. They're like, dude, look at this. Dude, $2 and a 50. And then they come on YouTube just bragging. Look at this, dude. We be rolling, man. There are people on Periscope. Dude, look at this. Check this out, man. Check this out, yo. Dude, this book's $250. We're going to be flipping it for 400. What's the rank? No, don't worry about it. It's 9 million. Dude, what do you think's going to happen, guys? I mean, people say, the biggest thing with this Amazon reject thing of you're listing things and they're just not taking anymore. The excuse is, oh, no, their warehouses are just too full. Dude, come on. Really? They're packed there, but they've also opened up warehouse after warehouse. They probably have plans this year to open another 20 more warehouses. So it's not about, oh, they're just so jam-packed full of products, because there's, I don't even know how many, 30 million Prime members? People are buying shit every day. At least they're buying it from me, right? So they're not, like, my inventory over there is really irrelevant to what's going on with everything like this. I mean, I do have long tail stuff, but it's not that much. Some of the stuff I have is a little bit priced higher than if I lowered it right now, dude, I can sell it like that. But I think what's happening is that Amazon's just going, okay, dude, dude. I mean, I understand you're paying storage fees and everything, but let's just be realistic here. Why did you even pick this up at the thrift store, right? Why did you even pick this up at the garage sale? Because they get those data, guys. I mean, they're the king of data. When everybody's scanning shit in the phone, dude, all that tells them is, whoa. Perfect example is this. Have you ever done this? Somebody answer me. I'm looking at the chat here. Has anybody ever done this? You scan something, right? Wherever you get it from, you scan it. You're like, dude, cool, sweet. All right, $2 and a 40, and you send it in. You're freaking rolling, dude. You're like getting it out in the next 24 hours, and then all of a sudden, when it gets there, hey, wait, what the hell? Amazon's on this. How can Amazon be on this 1998 sealed VHS movie? Because they got the data, dude. Dude, you don't tell me they don't have buyers in freaking cubicles just sucking in this data and going, oh shit, dude, yeah, we didn't even know about that freaking VHS. Let's go hunt it down. They do, right? Just like if you've ever found a product that Amazon wasn't selling, and you get in there and you're like, dude, I'm making money, right, dude? We're making $8 a hit here, and we're selling 20 of these a day. And the next month, Amazon's selling it. Whoa, how did that happen? Dude, they have the data. They're king of data. So you got to understand that when they're the king of data, they can do whatever they want to, right? Plus, it's their own platform. But for people going, I don't know what to do anymore. Oh, God, I bought all these books, and 90% of them won't go to Amazon. Well, dude, guess what? The game's changing. Some people say, oh, this is just a little torque they're doing for the next 9 hours. Well, from what I talked to seller support, they told me, yeah, this is just a hiccup. Then there's people going, dude, no, this is the reality moving forward, right? Just pick shit that sells, okay? Trust me, I love the long tail things, but if Amazon's pretty much saying, hey, Mike, we're not going to let you do 8 million rank trying to sell, Richard Gere reading the Bible. Does anybody want to hear Richard Gere read the Bible? Probably not. But, when I bought it, it was $1 and it's selling for 80 used. I'm the only FBA seller. Amazon's probably like, dude, God, if we let this guy send in his Richard Gere Bible book, man, then we got to let Charlie send in his, these stupid freaking no-name dollar store perfumes or these dollar scarves this idiot bought from China that they're ugly. He's trying to sell them for 40. You know what I mean? It's crazy. And if this applies to everybody, whether it's, creating your own listing and going, dude, it's private label, man. I saw that on Facebook, yo. I saw that on Facebook. That's the guy with this nice white teeth, smiling, telling me how great private label was, and all his friends too. Everyone of them, oh yeah, he's the real deal. $63 million this month, and the man works a half an hour. But you could buy the course right now for $49.99. Dude, I'm in. Oh, dude, all it was Alibaba the whole time? You mean all I got to do is buy these little baby bayonets? You mean to tell me all I got to do is buy these funky straws? Dude, and shaped like Z's? They're plastic, but they're not. It's hard to describe, but they work. Dude, that's it. Alibaba. Right? Dude, they're cracking down on shit, people. They're cracking down, and they're saying, listen, if you want to sell that shit, if we allow you to sell, zebra freaking straws, you need to pay for some promotions. You need to pay for some advertising to get it going. But if you're locked out from that, well, then it's time to move on somewhere else. They're telling you, listen, we like you as a person, Mike. We like you, Bill. We like you, Tammy. We like you, Steven over here. But we don't want you to sell these items over here with us anymore. Sorry. Don't hate us. All right. You're still collecting money. You still know what sells. Just we don't want Richard Gere Bibles anymore. And that's it. Now you say to yourself, dude, well, how would I know if Amazon's going to put me on the blacklist? Because this is really what it is, isn't it? It's a blacklist, people, right? People can say, Mike, there's conspiracies. This guy with his freaking red hat and the freaking this door, and eBay's got blackouts. Dude, it's a blacklist. Because I'll tell you what, maybe I'm the only idiot, and maybe tomorrow will change. Dude, I haven't even seen one of these things. I haven't seen anything come through my end where it says, Mr. Franco, you cannot sell these pair of sneakers anymore. You can't sell this long tail book. And I'm not here bragging. I'm just saying, dude, I don't see it. I don't see it, right? Now, again, I'm not sending in 50,000 books a month. I've never done that. Yeah, my Amazon business is really kind of scaled down at this point because it's off season for me, dude. Dude, I know how Amazon works. It works obviously 12 months out of the year. But for me, Q4 is where it's at, right? And and I have stuff that sells throughout the year, but I'm not gangbusters, man. I'll take my freaking, 20, $30,000 in Q4 and freaking just live off it, sell some shit on eBay, do this, do that, work Etsy, and just live it up, right? And sell things. I'm in no hurry. I've never been one of these guys ever on YouTube saying, listen, we're going to get you to $30,000. Or, hey, listen, I am so good. I have only 4 products. That puts $13,000 in my pocket every month. Dude, I don't do that. If, people label me like that. They're always like, dude, this guy's a scam artist. This guy's, a fleecer, dude. He likes to fleece people's information. I'm like, dude, I've only posted one time ever my numbers I ever did on Amazon. And that was probably 3 years ago on my Morning Cup of Joe Facebook, right? So at the end of the day, right, it doesn't matter about the numbers, about what you're doing. If you understand the principles, if it's books, if it's private label, if it's cookies, shoes, T-shirts from Target, doesn't matter what it is. If it works for you, do it. If you're starting to see these restrictions come through, then say to yourself, okay, hold on. My business has to change now because I can't do these things. They won't even let me, Mom. Oh, shit, wait a minute. Let me go to the Resellers Roundtable. Let me go to these other Facebook groups. Hey, does anybody else have problems why they won't let me sell the Richard Gere Bible? Then don't send it in, man. Dude, don't cry to everybody, right? But I think, at the end of the day, if they're going to have these restrictions, they got to tell people ahead of time, right? It's great that they're not telling people ahead of time because people are going, oh, my God, I can't sell this. Honey, where's the Goodwill receipt? I threw it out. Oh, my God, how did you do that? Now I lost out at 94 cents times $400 here. Have you noticed ever since all of this happened, guys, all these booksellers, they're all just like, ugh. They're in the corner. They're like crying. Well, I'm not saying all of them are, but majority of them are just like, oh, shit, damn it. Guys, it's easy. It wasn't easy, Amazon. They're going to make it harder for you to sell, right? But you got to know what you're doing, right? If you just think you can keep going buying text instrument calculators and crushing them, spending 30 to make 60 to get back 15, and you think that's a great Amazon business, God bless you. God bless you. Because you're better off selling that calculator Mercari and getting 20. Okay? Why would you send in something like that to get $15, wait 2 weeks, right? You got to ship it to them. You're paying to ship it to them. You're getting hit with a pack and ship fee. When you could just take some of this stuff, guys, that is fast flips, fast moving things, and flip them on a platform like Mercari or eBay. Right? Yeah, pick up the pace. Amazon wants fast moving items. Okay? But they're not also going to block you from selling Tammy's new peanut butter. No, they're not going to block you with that. They want Tammy's new peanut butter. They want new things into the catalog. But they don't want another goddamn Wiggles VHS tape. Sorry for you guys thinking goddamn's a bad word, but they don't want another Wiggles VHS tape. They don't want another Richard Gere on Bible tape. They don't want Scooby-Doo from 1996 VHS. They don't. Dude, they don't want Terminator 1 on VHS or Laserdisc or even on freaking DVD. They just don't, right? They don't want a 3.1 megapixel camera. Dude, I don't care if you sold it before for $50. They don't want it. They want new DSLRs. They want 25 megapixel. They want GoPros. They do not want small Kodak cameras that really were a couple bucks back then. They don't want those. Okay? They also don't want Faded Glory fucking brands. They don't want these. They don't want shit. Okay? And trust me. Just think about this. Maybe I'm nuts. I don't think I am. But if this was you, if you were Amazon, if you're Jeff Bezos or Bezos, whatever anyone wants to call him, you're sitting there going, dude, the past week I had to go through 4 of these warehouses, dude. And these guys point out and said, dude, we don't want to talk about that stuff over there. And Jeff says, well, what is that stuff? Dude, those are the VHS tapes. Those are cassette tapes people sent in. People went buck wild at the thrift store, dude. They bought every one. Dude, we have in ONT3, we have 6.3 million cassette tapes. Why do people think those are going to sell, dude? You know? So Jeff's got to make a decision. Ooh, okay. All right. This is pretty easy. Let me just decide this right now. Let's stop this shit. We don't need any more of this stuff, dude. We need more pie faces, dude. We need more freaking bundles. We need more of this. We need fast flips, dude, because we need to get the stuff in and out of the warehouses, right, in a timely manner. If people are sending us newer stuff that is a newer listing, we're okay. They're okay. But the guy's sending us in truckloads of books, dude, and you're just like, oh, dude, don't you think the warehouse people? First off, the warehouse people are probably, dude, this is probably where it came down. The warehouse employees were like, you know what? Dude, I'm not working anymore, dude, Jeff. Dude, how many freaking books come through this mother trucker? Dude, there's all these books. And then their seller is sending the books in with broken spines, dude, pages missing, highlighted shit, right? Amazon's, always going to be there they were always known as the book place, right? But they're also known as now, dude, I can go get a lawnmower. I can go get a patio furniture, dude. I can go get a freaking bolt this big to fix my sprinkler system up front, right? They're just well known. They're the number one marketplace. So when you're the number one marketplace, you're going to put rules into the freaking concrete. So, dude, this is what's happening now, dude. No more Richard Gere, right? No more Wiggles, right? We don't even want any more John Travolta movies. Who watches John Travolta? We don't want 50 boxes of crap like the Profit Boss says, dude. We don't want this, okay? We don't. We don't want Faded Glory new at tags men's polo shirts. We just don't want them. They don't sell. Okay, we do like collecting the money off you guys they're sending in quantities. So that's how Amazon works. They're not stupid. I mean, you're sending in quantities of something. Going, well, I watched this video on YouTube and somebody said K cups sell. So I went out and bought all the K cups that were getting ready to expire in a week from now at the Dollar General, and we sent them all in. All right, or you tried to send them in, they wouldn't go in. You're like, dude, what? Why won't they take them? We spent there. It's a good bargain. We spent $2.99 a piece on these 10 K cups, and they sell for $9.99 retail. But on Amazon, they're $14. Dude, your expiration date's wrong. I mean, see all these things. Yeah, Richard Gere. Every time I say Richard Gere, drink. Yeah, here, Cherry Vintage says right. I mean, I'm not calling everybody a loser, right? But the more and more I look at just social media, even my YouTube channel here, right? Why whine to me? I don't want to hear it. Do you want to hear me whine? How about this? From now on, I make YouTube videos and I just bitch and complain and whine. I mean, I do that sometimes, but but seriously, I mean, from, oh, dude, nothing sells on eBay. eBay's broken, to, oh my God, you guys are liars with Amazon, man. Nothing sells, to, oh my God, I bought 30,000 books and I can only send 3. Well, I guess you're going to have to do the happy dance back to your van with your 30 boxes. And I don't know who you're going to return them to, because you bought them at the book sale. The people at the book sale are going, sucker. What, dude, think about it, dude. Think about it. Adapt or die. Yeah, Joseph says it right. You got to adapt or die. And I mean, this isn't. I've seen people literally in tears watching some videos. And even in the Facebook group, I'm like, dude, what is everybody so crazy about? Just sell shit that people want. That's it. Don't keep thinking Sudoku 2004. They didn't take my Sudoku. It's new. It's mint. It's sealed. Dude, nobody cares, dude. Oh, because one poor grandma thought it. Dude, think about this. Who buys Sudoku, right? And they're paying $90 for handheld games. Probably a grandma who thought it was a 9. Doesn't check her credit card statement. Doesn't care. It arrives in 2 days. She's happy. Okay? Until her son comes, and checks out her finances and says, Grandma, did you buy something for $90 on Amazon? No, I paid $9 Sudoku. Grandma, what the hell are you doing? You don't need to be buying $90 freaking handheld games. Deal with it. Yeah, this will be available for replay. All right. Dude, yeah, I mean, here, guys, I've got all these books, and I don't even want to mess with the books I still have. But going back into my garage sale thing, pick up the pace brought up. Dude, I probably got 20,000 books here. And you're probably going, dude, you've had those since last year. I'm like, dude, I've had those for a year and a half. And I'm just like, I don't know what to do with them, and I can't find anybody to go sit in the street corner of the flea market with them. Now, I guarantee you, if I wanted to bring those in my house and just live stream it, I guarantee you I'd be getting rejected all the time with books. Oh, dude, can't sell this. And that would probably solve my problem with the books, because I could probably hoard it all out and go, dude, now we got Firestarter. I mean, guys, I paid like $8 for all these books. It was something sick. But you wouldn't hear me complaining. You wouldn't hear me going, oh my God. Now you hear me bitching if I went to Goodwill and spent 9 hours at Goodwill and loaded up $100 and I came home and none of them I could send in. Yeah, I wouldn't bitch. I'd just go, dude, I got taken. Who's the sucker? Because, does Amazon have to change their app to say, restricted, Mike, you can't sell it? They don't have to. Is it kind of devious what they're doing? No, it's not. It's, again, it's their deal. And do they have to update their app? Maybe one day they will and just say, dude, we don't want this, right? Think about how many ASIN numbers and SKUs and listings Amazon has on their website. It's got to be, I don't even know how many there is. Yeah, I mean, pick up the pesos. I think Amazon will eventually restrict used items. I think they will too on certain things. When knuckleheads are sending in 500 CD carousels thinking, dude, 400 bones, bro, 400 bones, and the shit don't even turn on, or there are even descriptions like, hey, it's missing the power knob, missing the power cord, there's no remote. They're going to just look at that and say, dude, this is just not worth it anymore. I don't know about you guys that's on Amazon, but I've been getting a lot of returns on there. I don't know if it's scammers or what it is. People just couldn't afford things and they're returning them. Amazon's not even like questioning it. And they're taking it, dude. They're taking my stuff, dude. Stuff I sold in October returns, right? I sold a freaking piece of stereo equipment and the return came through. I said, oh, you got to be kidding me. Are you kidding me, dude? I sold that in October. That was what? Freaking 5 months ago? Next day, reimbursement. Sorry, Mr. Michael. Here's your money back. Cool. I appreciate that, Amazon. But why are you taking, just because you're Amazon, do you have to take people's returns now for the next year or two? That's how they're going to lose money, right? You just got to adapt to this, like Trevor says. A lot of you guys are saying there. Just don't sell those things on that platform, right? If it's got a broken knob, then throw on eBay. Somebody will probably look at it on eBay, but don't think you're getting Amazon money for your, Sony 500 CD carousel. Sell for 40 like everybody else is doing on eBay. Problem solved. Don't think you could be slick. Don't think you could pull one over on people. Trust me. If you think you pull one over on people over and over and over, that's a scam artist, isn't it? Isn't it at the end of the day? Because I don't sell shit like that. Everything I sell works. I describe it to a T. And honestly, there's things like some electronics, I don't even send in Amazon. Like these Texas Instrument calculators, dude, why would I do that when I can flip them right now on Mercari or on eBay, right? You look at some of these Texas Instrument listings, you'll start to realize and go, now where did this all come from? Why in God's name are there 600 sellers, 600 FBA sellers on this Texas Instruments? Because of blabbers. People running around, dude, yep, just go to the pawn shop, go over here, do this, do this. Now everybody and their freaking mother are trying to sell Texas Instrument calculators. Now, don't get me wrong, when school season kicks in, sure, they're going to be flying off the shelves, but, so some people could say, well, the free information is what I need, brother. You just, Mike, the only thing I want to hear come out of your mouth, Mike, is give me bolos, give me bilos, you just need to give me everything along with your freaking, Elvis t-shirt and your Bic lighter, right? Just give it to me all. And that's not how the world works, man. Okay. No, I didn't come on my YouTube channel here to just say, listen, dude, let me just give you everything. Let me be butt naked and you can just take it all. Take it all, right? Take it all. I give you what I feel that I think people want, right? And I also have things that I don't want to talk about on YouTube, right? Why would I start sharing things that were making me a lot of good money, right? Because think about numbers, right? I don't know how many people are on this YouTube channel, or 18,000 or something like that, something crazy. In the Facebook groups, only an idiot, I think at this point in time, if it's something that is a one-off, would share it publicly. If they're doing it, they're going, hey, dude, I'm cool. Check me out, bro. It's the same thing when people post these numbers, dude. See, here's the thing. This is the disconnect, right? This is a big disconnect from eBay and Amazon. Before anybody was doing Amazon, because when I came on YouTube here, there was maybe 4 people that were actually making videos on Amazon FBA. And I'm going to throw myself as the number 5 person. That's it. That is it. And I watched all these eBayers. Then everybody come up. Amazon, Amazon, Amazon. And they went from maybe making $1,000 on eBay a month to we're doing 45,000 on Amazon. We're crushing it. It's like, dude, wait a minute. You sold on eBay for 5 years. You had these little numbers, but you came to Amazon and you just fucking took the bat out and crushed it. Dude, come on. It doesn't work that way. Does it, people? Does it? You know, it doesn't, right? It's called really just full of shit, full of crap, right? You know, and I'm not saying Amazon's bad, but I think people like got so into Amazon that even the people that were out there publicly showing their numbers, yep, dude, or the best of the pictures, 444 boxes, gross 3.2 million after fees. We're going to get about 2.9. You see these posts, don't you? You're like, dude, what are you doing? You know? And then the question is, why are you doing it? Why are you showing us this? What are you trying to prove? Think about it. What are you trying to prove to us? Dude, oh wow, so you're a 2.9 million seller. Fucking whoop-de-doo. Here you go. Awesome, right? What do you sell? Well, that's confidential. Yeah, this time around we can't tell you. We're on some big moves. And you see these videos, you see these Facebook groups of these people, right? And it's just like, dude, what is going on, dude? What is going on in the reselling world where the heads are spinning, dude, and people are just going, dude, are there people out there right now? Let me ask you guys that are watching. Are there some of you out there thinking right now that you can possibly make $500,000 a month on Amazon? Just tell me. I think that's ridiculous with some people. You know, yeah, we just do. It's all thrifted. It's all Walmart. We understand, Mike. We've run the credit cards up so high. We are going to spend $435,000 this month. When we get the money back from Amazon, we're going to get about $475,000. Don't ask me how we do it, but all I know is it's $40,000 profit. Because I look at that and I say to myself, dude, so you've leveraged so high on the credit. So high in the credit, dude. You're just worried about selling fucking Twinkies, shoes you found on 6pm.com. Why don't you start looking at stuff that's outside your home? Like some of these properties, maybe some Ferraris. You know what I'm saying? When you have the type of money, that's what I don't understand. Why would somebody keep buying $400,000 or $500,000 a month from companies like Walmart and Target? You know, that just doesn't make any sense to me. You know, maybe that's because what? Well, that doesn't make sense to you, Mike, because you don't make that type of money, and I don't. You know, I don't. And I'm not trying to say that I have the answer for how you can get there. All I can say is, listen, it's trial and error with a lot of things. Whether you start off with books, whether you start with thrift, whether you start off with, but when you start getting into the wholesale, the private label stuff, dude, that is a whole nother animal, dude. Right? And this is where a lot of this, I'm going to jump into this here, and I don't care if anybody wants to argue with me. I'm not even going to look at the comments. Someone wants to scream at me, wants to dislike the video. But there's a major problem out there that I'm going to address right now. And obviously, guys, there are people that come on YouTube that charge for information, right? You know, be a part of our Facebook group. And I'm one of them, right? But let me just tell you this story. When I came on YouTube here, okay, there was somebody, and you know, let's just call him Redneck something. This guy charged. This guy was on a TV show, you know, and then if you looked at really what happened with this guy, he came in there, hey guys, this is what you got to do. You got to hustle. You got to do this and that. He was a great guy, cool guy. He was charging, selling books, paid content, consultations, right? But guess what happened? He became full of shit, right? He became complete full of shit. Okay, so somebody like me looking into the thing, going, "Wait a minute, dude! I've been doing this for a long time. Do I want it?" I found that there was people that wanted more information on me, and I didn't know how to deliver it. And I wasn't going to deliver it on YouTube, so I said, "Let me create some of this stuff." Now, I don't feel like I've ever fleeced anybody or I've cheated anybody, right? I've always put a price on this. This is what it is. You know, I'm open to consultations, whether I charge $100 an hour or 10, or give it to you for free, right? That's just my choice, right? I'm no different than anybody else out there. I'm no different than Gary Vaynerchuk or Grant Cardone, right? Come on, or Donald Trump. I'm just trying to say, listen, you're right. I'm valuing my time and my energy. I'm not going to come on YouTube and spend 5 hours here chatting with you guys every freaking night to say, we're just here to help you and be part of the good old buddy system. We're going to do it for free. Power up, boys, power up. That's not me, man, right? Because I tell you what, I'm going to give you more in my paid content than those people can do for their 100 videos. That's just me. I'm not going to shortchange people. I've never done that. When I hear people saying this, and this is what this irritates me since day one, with the shit talking, the stuff. Oh yeah, you know, you want to listen to this anymore. You don't want to listen to that guy. Nobody wants to finger point. Nobody wants to say, oh no, we're talking about Michael Franco and his pickforprofit.com website and his people out there. Why don't you just say it? I mean, after a while, I'm telling you guys, you guys have heard this. These people say this. Who the hell are they talking about? Because you could say, well, they ain't talking about. You can ask them. You talking about Mike? No, we wouldn't talk about him. These people are always just. It comes up all the time. I'm like, dude, what is the problem? I know who's fleecing people. I know who's not fleecing people, right? And some of these people that are saying these things, they're so mixed up in their own head. They think, becoming, because you could turn on the computer and jump on YouTube that you're freaking Johnny Depp, right? And these things like, oh, dude, yeah, tonight we got, hey, Larry, how many people in the live feed tonight? Hey, we're at 220 people. Holy shit. Rockstar status. Dude, guys. You see this stuff, you got to ask yourself, what is it, right? Why is this happening? What is going on? What is the motive behind it? I've always been clear with my stuff, whether people don't like it or not. You guys can see I got haters. I got people that want to threaten me. And they don't even know the behind-the-scenes stuff when I sell products and people say, sometimes people will buy them and go, oh, forget him real quick. Let me file a dispute. And then I'm out the money, right? I'm just looking around going, dude, what did I do? And then, what the best part is when they do that and then they go make YouTube videos. They do this, guys? I'm telling you. They take the information and then they go create other content. I've seen people create their own Facebook groups on what I've said. It's nuts. I wasn't trying to bring it up to starting shit. I'm just trying to say, dude, enough's enough with this, well, the people fleecing people. Then who are they? I've called them out. I know, even with Picking Profits, he's called them out. Then let's just start calling people by their names. Stop being afraid, right? If you're going to come on here and mention these things that people are getting fleeced, then one, mention who they are. Two, don't associate yourself with them. Because this is the problem. These people are so freaking screwed up that they'll say these things and then they associate with these people. I mean, there was one guy who came out last year on YouTube, right? Oh, this is how you do it, guys. I think it was RB3. Talking craziness, dude. Showed these numbers, we lost money. Now he's sitting there talking about the Bible. Nobody wanted to buy his shit. You know what I mean? Dude, what's with that? You got to ask yourself when you're looking at this stuff going, what is up with this, dude? What is up with this? That was my 2 cents there, guys. It's just, we're all old enough to realize if you're going to say something, then who are these people that are fleecing people? Who are these people sending you private messages saying, oh, I bought that, I get screwed? Because I could sit here right now and spend the next 45 minutes rambling on people that I know have screwed people over and over. But I'm not here to do that right now today. I'm just saying, why do people have to suggest these things but not mention who they are? Because what's the point? Yeah. Here we got Richard Gere on RB3. We got Johnny Depp coming in. Dude, I'm part of webinars where people have paid $30,000 to get celebrities in them just to say they have them. So then they feel like they're vouched. Oh, dude, I've got the owner of Bonanza on our webinar. That's how good we are. That's how I'm such a big seller, right? It's all marketing. A lot of it's marketing, but at the end of the day, with some of this paid content, guys, it's legit. I mean, I believe my shit is legit, like freaking too legit, right? And I'm not saying that's everything, right? But I do believe from the feedback I've gotten, the reviews I've gotten, this is what it is. People enjoy it. And it's always with anything you put out there, people, are always going to throw fits about it, But what I wanted to focus with this whole point tonight was that every one of you listening to this, whether it's live or, on a replay, you can create something of some type of content, some type of passive income, whatever your hobby is, right? I mean, if somebody, like I could look at this chat here and look at some of this stuff and say, hey, I would really like to pick that person's brain and learn about how that niche of fishing lures, right? But if they said, Mike, dude, I want to create this book for, $19 or $20, this quick little, hour video, dude, I'm in, right? Why? What? You see what I'm saying? So I don't understand why with this reselling community of people that education's bad. Right now, I live with a school teacher. Right, I'm big with education. I just don't understand why there's always some type of, oh God, here they come. It's all this freaking, they're charging now. We're trying to give people an education. We're trying to give people the right steps to make things happen. That's it. I'm not trying to fool people. And, if you ask me flat out, hey, Mike, how much you manage for paid content? I think every one of you be blown away how little money there is in it. And that's why a lot of them come and they go, right? Because, at the end of the day, I do it because I have a passion for reselling. And I look at it and say, if I'm going to share this with people, then, they got to compensate me for my time and also understand that I've put some effort into this. There's some understanding of this. There's some backdated information, right? So, to sum up the story, guys, with this, because we'll move on, is that, take what you want. I mean, you listen to whoever you want to listen to, but when people start talking like that, just ask, dude, who are you talking about? Who are you talking about? See if they even answer that, because they won't. But they'll, it's just, I don't understand it. I don't understand when educating people became an issue. And if that, you know what? And I start to understand every day, the more and more I look into things. When I look around outside and I look at the unemployment rates, I look at people that can't spell or going to Walmart wearing slippers, that's when I realized, dude, yeah, that explains it. This is why, because people want things for free. And I'll tell you what, nothing is given for free, even though you can watch all the videos in the world or tutorials or whatever it is. And some of those people are giving out the information for free, sure, but nothing's free because you spent your time there, right? I love how people say, oh, dude, I'm a content creator, but I'm also here to waste the next 4 hours of your life, on some hangout or, you know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, what's going on here? I just spent 4 hours. Do you think I was going to get some education? But all I got was a little bit of entertainment, right? And so there's a difference, right? Education, entertainment. There should be nothing wrong with people trying to sell information, right? If they have some backing towards it, right? Because all you have to do is say, hey, dude, give me a testimonial. Give me a referral. Let me talk to somebody else. Dude, the Kindle thing. These people now are crying, oh, no, I would not do Kindle. Nope. I never did that. No. You see what I'm saying? And that was something that last year, dude, people, when I started bashing people about Kindle, saying, dude, these people are trying to sell you something. These people are trying to sell how to cure cancer books, taking $10,000 a month for Kindle. Dude, you know how many people laughed at me? You know how many people sat there and disliked my videos and told me to go F off when I talked about that? Now look at it. Washington Post putting something out there. Oh, yeah, so there you go. Scammers. You don't see Michael Franco and Pick for Profit's name in that shit. So, again, there's always going to be scams out there. There's always going to be people that really value their time and value when they start to put out some information. You know how many books are behind me right now? Every one of these are pretty much an educational book that I bought. And there's not one of these books that I have sitting here and the stuff that's in my house that is bullshit. It's all legit. They're all people you can look up. You know what the ones are? Hey, how to make $100 on eBay in a day. Those type of books, we all seen those are good. Well, you look at them, you flip through them, like, dude, oh yeah, that's garbage, right? Those are the bullshit. This isn't. And I think, and I'm not trying to put myself on this pedestal, but when I have something come out, it's this shit over here, right? So, all right, anyway, enough of that. So we talked about the Amazon rejects. All right, thrift stores, guys. All right. Everybody knows that on this channel you can go to thrift stores and find products and opportunities, but I think there's 4 opportunities that are outside the thrift store that always have had more opportunity than the thrift store. If you've been in thrift stores nowadays, they're on to us. They're on to, what's going on in the pipeline, right? Now, there's always going to be some stuff they overlook, but, I don't understand why more and more people are not looking at just auctions, okay? I know there's some hardcore people and when people are doing the auctions, maybe they just don't want to go and talk about it, but I'm just talking about for content, and what you see on YouTube or Facebook groups in general. But storage auctions, you guys, we're going to be dropping some information pretty soon about storage auctions that people are just going to be like, what? Dude, I bought 3 last year. I'm just like, dude, this is just how can I, why would I not buy more? I can tell you why I can't buy more, because I have no help. Dude, I'm almost 40. Dude, my leg is killing me, dude. I can't lift shit anymore, So, but But there's so many opportunities, guys, in just auctions, whether you go to the local auction in Illinois, or when I used to go to Indiana, I used to go to Indiana every week, right? There, I mean, no joke. I'd go and pull up in these small towns, auction tonight, boys. Here we go, by the chicken coop. Right by the chicken coop. I'm like, what's going on over here? Let's go over here. Check it out. Here we go. They're 3, 4, 5, 3. And it just selling shit, dude. I'm like, dude, I want this, dude. Look at this. You can't get this at a freaking, thrift store. You ain't gonna get this vintage stuff over there, So why not look at these as resellers? Why aren't we not looking at just standard auctions? Why are we not looking at storage auctions? I mean, obviously garage sales. You guys, I mean, a lot of you guys, might be in different areas where, well, now it's snowing. I guess my daughter's in Illinois and she said it's snowing, but anyway, it's gonna pick it up. You have garage sale season, dude. That's when you freaking go over there and crush it. Pennies on the dollar, taking dollars in the hundos, right? Watching people slip. Caught you slipping. I caught you slipping, man, dude. I know. Do you know? No, the NES system. How much? $4. And it has how many games? 10. $4, right? Yep. Caught you slipping, dude. You can't catch a thrift store slipping that hard. Yeah, Ship Shawana. Yeah, I used to love Ship Shawana. But that's the crazy part, is that why are we not looking at these? And maybe the people that are, maybe like myself, are just like, hey, I don't want, let everybody keep talking about thrift stores. You know what I mean? But I think, I'm telling you guys, for you guys that are out there, whether you're new or you're established, I think these are all options to look at. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Yeah, rural Ohio's got great auctions. I mean, a good friend of mine, Duane, she's out there. She's like, Mike, you got to come out here. It's sickening. I mean, there's auctions in this Midwest area, where it's just, there's so much of them. Here, not that much. There's some, but not like how it was back home. But I don't see. I remember the days back home in Elk Grove Village, Illinois, right off of Irving Park Road, right, Route 19, middle of, even in the wintertime they'd have them. I'd show up there, it was a VFW haul. Here we go. Me and 6 other dudes. And the other 5, dude, the other 4 wanted the silver and the gold. And there was one woman that wanted just nothing but Yadros. So I knew I could get Yadros. Right? But everything else, I'm like, dude, nobody wants this? Are you serious, dude? No, $1. I got $1? Okay. For real, dude? I'm just going to take all this shit home for $1. Are you serious? Okay. That's how it is on some auctions, Dude, I mean, so why not look at these opportunities? The reason I'm bringing this up is if you're new, or maybe you're just stuck doing the thrift store thing, look outside the box here, man. Reselling is so huge, from buying, used cars and flipping them, to going to thrift stores and buying shit to sell on eBay or Amazon, to going to auctions, to finding nice furniture to flip on, locally, right? To find things to flip back to an auction house that's going to flip the next week. You see what I'm saying? There's all this opportunity that we haven't even tapped into, guys. At least me and my channel, I haven't. That's where I'm going to focus on a lot of these things in the forward here, is some of this stuff where it's like, dude, this is just a no-brainer. Same with sniping. If some tool is going to sell me Zelda for $6 shipped on Mercari, I'm buying, and I don't have to leave my house, people, right? It's going to come to me, and I'll flip it somewhere else. I can flip it right back in Mercari for $25. But I think these, right? I mean, I got a video coming out, hopefully, probably next 7 days. We went to a flea market, right? And I was there, and I'm like, dude, this is kind of different, right? I mean, they got the Spanish music going, dude, and we're looking around like, we're the only white people here. Not a problem, not a big deal. I'm walking around like an idiot with this camera. And we found some amazing stuff. And I'm just looking around, and all it was just making a negotiation with them, right? Right. And we're just, I mean, it was like a playground. Now, we weren't there to look through the clothing, because, so you go to some flea markets, this is garbage, dude, right? You got these tables of just, they're not even Aeropostale anymore. It's just Faded Glory and, Tootsie Roll stains on shorts. These people don't care, right? They'll say anything. Yeah, how much? $1. But you find somebody that actually has something. And it was interesting. And I'll show you guys the video hopefully pretty soon. But I just think the biggest thing is that there's nothing wrong with Spanish music. I hear it all the time. I mean, what I was saying is that it was a different atmosphere. Because like when I was in Illinois, I used to do the flea markets at Wolf's, and there was Spanish music going on there. But here, I was looking around, I'm like, dude, this is Vatos Locos Forever, Cardenas. You know what I mean? I mean, this was like American Me, and I'm like, dude, I might get shanked up in here, Maybe some people might get offensive to that. I don't know. That's how I felt. I'm looking around, and I mean, I was misplaced for some reason. I don't know. And you know, it's no different than going to like whatever nationality you are, and you go to a place where you're just looking around going, dude, I am the only person here. It's like if I was to go see Ice Cube back in '91, I would probably be an oddball at the concert, wouldn't I? You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm Spanish too, so half Spanish, half Italian. So for whatever that's worth. All right. So yeah, I just think there's an importance to these auctions, the storage units. I mean, just because Storage Wars came there and Daryl and you know all these guys, they didn't ruin it, right? I mean, there's so much opportunity now with online, and it's just it's something I think I don't understand why people aren't taking advantage of it. And I know a good friend of mine, Art. I mean, the guy's crushing it up in New York with it, you know, making it happen. And we're gonna get him talking about it and stuff like that, and get people excited and get people to, even if that's not your cup of tea, it might be something to look into. Now, if you're like me, where you're like, dude, got a bum leg, my knees are shot from playing sports my whole life, I can't physically do it anymore. I'll be honest. I can't do it. I can't move this stuff. So I need to find me people that, you know, that can do it. And when I do, yeah, you'll see a lot more of that stuff coming from me. Um, but I just don't see why I see these young people and I just look and go, man, you're going. I've seen these videos. Do you see these videos out there, guys? People going to thrift stores. They're coming out with two things. Yeah, crushed it. Crushed the thrift store. What'd you get there, Tommy? Two things. So you just wasted an hour in a thrift store to get two freaking things. How much are you gonna make off that? Well, I spent 18 on that. We're gonna get 30, and then this one here we spent 6 to get 10. So you're gonna make $20, and then you still have to package and ship that to Amazon. You've seen these videos, haven't you guys? These guys are going to thrift stores. Then they go as groups to the thrift stores and coming out like, dude, why? You know, why would you keep going? You know, I mean, I understand a thrift adventure. You want to go out there. I know, you know, I'm not saying that thrift stores are garbage anymore, but I just think, you know, at some point you got to say to yourself, man, am I just relying on the thrift stores? And if you are, God, I think you're behind the eight ball, man. I really, really do. I think you're behind the eight ball. And if you're just there to pull out onesie twosies, I just don't think you're going to last. I just don't. I really don't. You know, I mean, they're all kind of wacky. You know, it's like, because if you're looking at it, you're like, what am I looking at here? I'm watching you go to a thrift store. You're spending some obvious time there, and you're coming out with a couple things, you know, and it's like you're coming out with $20 worth of shit. It's like, dude, I mean, really? I mean, couldn't you just go to an auction and just pull the trigger on some stuff, right? And, you know, I don't get it sometimes, you know. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I go to thrift stores sometimes here, and I pull out, I mean, lately, I mean, I'm in there, I'm pulling out one or two items. I got another video coming out. I pull out 3 items. I'm like, dude, yeah, whoa, this is great. But I was only in there for 5 minutes, you know? And you hear people go, how long do you spend on going to the Goodwill? We're there 9 hours. We're there at sun up to sundown. Dude, what? For real? For real. Craziness. All right, so I want to talk to you guys really quick here before I end it. I don't want to be going too much longer, but you know, I don't see why you guys aren't looking at Mercari, right? The app that's out there. There's a lot of opportunity there. I can just tell you that they're growing. You know, I was talking to some of the people over there. The numbers are huge, guys. I mean, just in 3 weeks, right? I mean, the numbers of more items being put on that website, that app, is enormous. And it doesn't mean that you can't sell things. People are looking. And I've sold some of the craziest things for more profit than I went anywhere else because there's no fees. And I just think it's something that we should look at. And I think it's something, if you're not looking at, okay, I just want to put this in your head for a minute. What if the next Amazon came out or the next eBay, right? Well, you have eBay right now and Amazon, but what about the sleeping giant? We all believe is there's not somebody else that's going to come up through the ranks, okay, and take a little bit of share because it's happening, okay? Like Etsy. Guys, I do very, very well on Etsy. I sell things there every day, every week, every month. But nobody really seems to be talking about these. And it's always now it's Amazon, then it's eBay, or eBay and then Amazon with some people, and then there's some people just eBay. But I don't understand why some people won't give things a try. You know what I mean? And some people just come to fruition and say, no, dude. Listen, one thing, it sucks. Why? You know? I mean, for me, if I'm coming out on YouTube here to talk to 18,000 people, give or take, which, 18,000 people don't even really watch my videos. Start looking at the views, you're like, wait a minute, dude, there's only got 3,000 views. Where's it at 15,000? Or the same with the Facebook group, But why would you not give it a try if that was the next up and coming thing? You know what I'm saying? Why not try and looking at other possibilities? Because it's always not going to be just eBay and Amazon, guys. There's always somebody coming up, like the Etsy. I mean, I think Etsy's a big player, right? There's people doing great things on there and people making a lot of money. I'm doing pretty good on there, guys. I could probably pay a mortgage or two on just what I do a month on Etsy. So I just don't see why it's always got to be just eBay, Amazon, and we can't look at other things. Because if that's your mentality, God bless you. I wish nothing but the best for you. But I think the more savvy reseller is going to look at some opportunities and say, all right, I'm going to attempt this. Now you got to give yourself a trial and error and say, listen, I'll try it for 6 months, a year. And if nothing pans out like Bonanza, you get rid of it, Yeah, I mean, share of interest says you can't say something sucks or not unless you tried it. Yeah, and that's the biggest thing. And, I see it over and over in the Facebook group. People are like, I'm a Macari. Oh, no, it sucks. I read the reviews. Well, did you sell there? No. Then why does it suck? Why does it suck? Because I sold probably 400 or 500 things on there. Just tell me how it sucks. I'm curious. Why didn't it work for you? Oh, then when you find out when they do actually try something, they're trying to sell the Snoopy coffee mug. Well, it didn't sell. Did you give it a chance? Did you try anything else? Or did you understand the demographics of what people are looking for on Macari? Did you know that, some of these major brands are selling like hotcakes, like immediately, like in seconds? If it's priced right, and I just think as a reseller or business owner or some people like to call it an entrepreneur, I think it's just important to look at these other aspects, whether it's social media too, right? Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook groups. Why not? We live in a world right now, guys, where our audience is everywhere. It's everywhere. Everybody's online. They're staring at their goddamn phones or look. People aren't even driving, looking at the road anymore, guys. I mean, they're staring at their freaking phones. Right? Staring at their phones. What are they doing? Facebook? Maybe YouTube? Maybe they're just hooked to selling or buying women's underwear on eBay. I don't know. But they're always staring at their phones and they're always looking at things. And e-commerce is growing year in and year out. And when you can start spreading yourself in all these other platforms, it just makes it a lot easier. So when there's slow times, when people say, oh, God, this is the time of year. And honestly, the summertime is a slow time of year for e-commerce. But it won't be that slow for you if you have these other things going on, right? So why not try something different tomorrow? Why not wake up tomorrow morning and say, listen, Mike's been a pretty solid guy since day one, it seems like, right? Even though he's an asshole at times, this is that. I don't like that he drinks and smokes. I don't like that he cusses. But why don't you just do this for me once, right? And just try something different, right? I've heard people on this YouTube world talk about Etsy doesn't work. Really? If you don't want to see Etsy work, then you message me and you say, Mike, what's your Etsy store? And I'll tell you. I'm not going to just publicly say it. But I'll give you a couple of Etsy stores. Go tell me if my Etsy stores don't work, right? It's the same stuff I'm selling everywhere else. I told you guys this years ago. I pulled all my vintage off of eBay to Etsy. It works over there, guys. Whether it's T-shirts, snapback hats, starter jackets, jerseys, Polaroids, and you name it, photographs. But what I'm saying to you is this, and it's very important. If you want to develop your skill, you want to develop you as a reseller, I think you need to look outside other platforms rather than just eBay and Amazon, right? Especially now with the whole crackdown of the Amazon rejects, right? That should be just an eye opener. You just saying, dude, whoa, Jack, whoa, Jack. Let me check it out now. Let me go check out Macari, right? Let me go check out Etsy, right? Let me check up some of these up and coming things. Just all you gotta do, go look on the App Store, guys. Just type in shopping. Right, and here they start popping up. Lollipop here, who knows what the newest ones are, right? But yeah, I mean, they all these platforms, they cater to certain people. You have to understand what these people want. Okay, like with Macari. Okay, I'm not here to be a spokesperson for Macari. Nobody's paying me. First off, nobody's ever paid me for eBay or Amazon or Macari or Etsy. Okay, I'm just Michael Franco talking to you guys as a reseller, saying, listen, this is what works for me. Okay. And with Mercari, right, it's everything that's really kind of sells on eBay to some extent. If it's long tail on eBay, no, it's probably not. It might sell. It might sell on Mercari if it's priced right. I mean, I've sold some stuff literally that's been on my eBay store for a year and a half. I threw it to Mercari, took the price down a little bit, sold. So, but I'm not selling coffee mugs, guys. I'm not selling coffee mugs Mercari. Even though if you look it up on Mercari, look up on the Starbucks, you'll see the Starbucks mug sell over there. So yeah, Poshmark. I mean, all these things are popping up, and they're just taking little bits of the share of the big pie from Amazon and eBay. And I just think, if one of these companies has some big funding and a following, and they can start throwing commercials out there and advertising, dude, you might be stuck in eBay land or Amazon land, wondering why shit's not happening when everybody else is selling it over here. But I'm not saying that eBay and Amazon is dead right now, guys. I'm not saying it at all. Both those platforms are far from dead. I'm just saying that, have that mentality of thinking, man, again, also have the mentality of thinking, dude, I want all these eggs in one basket. That's it. So why not just, why not just try it? I mean, you know what I mean? I wouldn't come on here and tell you that something like Mercari sucks or it's a scam, right? I mean, I'm just telling you, I came out there and told you guys, I'm like, hey, listen, this works. There was really nobody even talking about it. When I dabbled in this 5 months ago, dude, nobody was even mentioning it, or people just blew it off. And that's when I was like, dude, wait a minute. All right, let me learn about this. And I learned it from my kids. I said, dude, my daughter was selling that. I'm going to sell on it. All right. Because how can that happen? So I messed with it. I'm like, dude, this actually works. And I'm using them today. I mean, I sold 3 things on there today. No big deal. It's no-brainer stuff. I mean, there's times now, guys, I'm going to go garage sale tomorrow morning. I'm going to find things at the garage sales, bring them home, and by noon, I'll have them on Mercari, and I guarantee I'll sell a percentage of them. That's how powerful it is. And I'm not just saying that, like, for you guys that have been around listening to me going, no, guys, Amazon. I'm telling you guys, just send this stuff in the FBA. I'm telling you, it works if your price points are in line. So, I mean, I'm a dumbass. I'll admit it. I mean, I'm not perfect, guys, right? At the end of the day, all I can do is just be who I am and come on YouTube and share my thoughts, my insights, and sometimes, my frustrations, that's who I am. So I've never claimed to be perfect. I've never claimed to have the straightest white teeth, the perfect manners, the perfect health, or the perfect diet. All I know is I resell for a living. I've been doing this for a long period of time. I've got a wife, 2 kids. I live very, very comfortably. And I'm going to be approaching 40 years old. And I'm going to be telling you guys pretty soon, at some point, you're just going to hear me saying, dude, I'm just retiring. Because you know what? I've felt like this for the past 7 years, that I'm actually retired. Because you know what? I worked in the corporate fields. I've worked in these opportunities. I've worked in my own company and got thrown in my own company. That was hard work, trying to pick up the phone every day, calling people, dude, would you buy this robot? Hey, can I move your freight, Ashley Furniture? Right? Cold calls. You know how many cold calls I did for these importers and exporters? John Deere. Dude, I had all these customers. John Deere, Saks Fifth Avenue. I had Sports Authority, dude. I had Warrior Lacrosse. You know how I got all those? I had to freaking work, dude. Not sitting there working on eBay. Working the phone, man. Working the phone with the pitch, the whole sales thing. And when that was all taken away from me, I realized, dude, I got to do something different. So I started working the freaking reselling, right? I started working that game. And then I realized, dude, this game's a little bit easier, right? Trust me, if anybody's been in sales and they know they go through that patch and they can't sell anybody anything. But yet, if you keep listing stuff on eBay and Amazon and Etsy, stuff starts popping, guys. So, yeah, it's all good, Wes, man. It's cool, dude. Appreciate you jumping in there. Not talking about anybody in general, just shooting the stuff, man. And but I'm just saying, I went from that sales job, right, of the salesman, right, to an owner, right. There's a big difference when you're a sales guy and an owner. When you're selling, when people go, oh, you're the owner, yeah, then they want to deal with it. But when you're just a sales guy, they're like, oh, let me talk to the owner, especially when you're dealing with the owner, anyway. But it was a hard transition, right, guys, to go to this full-time thing. But when I realized my skill, which was really just I can buy things, and make a profit and do it over and over and over. And there was trial and error, and there was times of I've lost money, and but I'll tell you what, I can't even remember the last time I lost money. I know it sounds sick, but I'm being honest. I can't remember the last time I truly, truly lost money in a buy, you know, and I'm not saying I'm the best, you know, I do what I do every day. I find opportunities, whether they're at storage units, they're at flea markets, garage sales, my Facebook groups. I just find opportunities and I make sure they happen. And I give myself the opportunity to win by listing these items right away. And, you know, if I'm asking 50 and somebody wants to give me 40 and I only paid 7, sold. I am not here to wait for another $10. I'm not waiting 6 more months for $10. Sorry, you know. So with that being said, guys, I appreciate all you guys hanging in there. Just go out there and keep doing this, make this happen, guys, and definitely share your stories. You know, let me, you know, share your stories with me in the Facebook group, Resellers Roundtable, or plus the Morning Cup of Joe, or you know, I just like hearing the stories, right, of your success, or you know, even if you're struggling right now, you know, maybe there's something I could say just in a quick little comment that might help you out. I didn't want to make tonight's video just about me bashing somebody because I wasn't bashing anybody. Just talking the saying that this is enough with the paid content stuff. There is a difference, but I also want to let you guys know there's other opportunities out there, and it really boils down to what you have and the motivation to get you off the couch, get you off the TV, get you off the YouTube, to go make it happen. Because for you guys that are out there in areas now where it's going to start to heat up a little bit, there's going to be Action Jackson, man. I mean, it's going to be freaking off the hook, and this could be the year you can really put some serious money in your pocket, and maybe it's to pay off the mortgage. Maybe it's to buy a car. Maybe it's to save 10 grand for your kid's child college. You know, I mean, whatever it is, just make it happen, because we live in a time right now, guys, where anything at any given time can be gone from any one of us. I'm no different, right? I mean, I am just a goofy gap-toothed guy that comes on YouTube, drinks a beer and smokes a cigarette, shoots the shit. And I could be gone tomorrow. I could be broke tomorrow. But I'll tell you what, I'm not going to let that happen. I'm going to try my best and darnest so I can just keep my, you know, supporting my family, doing what I need to do. And if my daughter wants 15 pairs of Nike Pros, she's going to get every single damn one of them. So appreciate you guys hanging there with me tonight. You guys have a good one. I'm out. Peace.